Hey, superstars, what's going on?
Whoa, are we live?
We're live.
We're live.
You guys are live.
Sweet. All right, I'm going to get to work. You guys want to start talking?
What are you guys doing?
We are painting. Who are we painting, Eric?
We're painting or drawing none other than Mr. Hank Aaron.
Oh, that's right. You're not painting. It was the
Yeah, I'm
royal.
not painting. I keep thinking I could do that, and then I just say, no, I'm not going to do that, especially not on camera.
The problem, Eric, is you keep talking, you forget to draw. Like Scott's already got a
Yeah, I know. It's horrible. Anyway, so I got queued up here too. Got to remind people, for everybody, that we are doing a fundraiser for Six for Soldiers, and we are going to be giving away our paintings, our drawings, to anybody that's in the chat that donates while we're drawing. And I've got mine queued up, and I'm ready to send it. And Mike should have that. Yep, scrolling down at the bottom. So I think he said we got to do it goods and services, right?
Right.
Use credit card. I'm doing it as you do it. I'm going to try to win Scott's.
I'm doing it right now as well.
Yeah, just do it. And it's for a good cause. That might have gotten friends and family on mine. I don't know. Sorry, Mike. It went, though. There should be some money. I'm going to get back into this here. Scott said, now this one I've got. So here's my reference thing. And people are sometimes like, how do you do it? So I'm finding a reference picture. I think Scott's got one too. But so this is the one I picked. And then I've got a bunch of markers. I don't know if you guys will get some out. But, we got sets of markers. They all have different colors. This one is kind of the skin tones. And then what I do is I kind of go through and I put all the numbers on the side so I can see what kind of colors I want to use. So I don't know if that's interesting to some people how I do it. And I'm just I'm not trained at all. I think we do this every year. Scott's like a professional artist. I'm just kind of like a hack job. But it works. So
whatever works is the right way to do it.
Whatever works, man. When you're arting, it's not about like quality, right? And I have actually had some people that have contacted me. I put something out. I did a drawing for Lou there. He won a section of our brouhaha, and I did a section like, wow, I didn't know that you drew. And it's kind of funny because for a while there, I was doing a lot of drawings, and it seemed like probably like one a week I was putting out and sending them off and getting some signed and whatnot. And I gave a bunch away, like 20 of them away at once. And somebody new to the channel said, oh, I didn't know that you did that. I draw a little bit. And so I said, man, why don't you do it? Just do a drawing, put it out there. I noticed Eddie's been doing a little bit of art.
Right.
And I think it's just another way to connect to the athlete or to the team or whatever, to the sport.
Right. And oftentimes it's cheaper than baseball cards.
Definitely in this case. I mean, Hank's going to be pretty expensive, right?
Right.
I'm probably going to have to buy a Hank at the National. We did Jackie Jackie was last year, right?
Right.
And I ended up buying a Jackie card. It was like the year of Jackie, but
you can't go wrong, guys, with getting your art for $10. Pretty good deal.
Yeah. So $10.
We got some people if you want to hear who's in here.
Yeah, who's all in it? Anybody making any comments?
We've got Junk Slabs, John 3D80's Kid, Eddie's Cardboard Chaos, Dufix of Life. I can't pronounce this one. Censored Domino 15, Ziggy No, Ruben Snyder, got Joe Clement Collector, got Orlando, Collector's Dream, Chris from Missouri. We got Jimmy Guns in here.
Man, we got all
the
good
cool
crew.
Dom, Staven Sports Cards, the Battery, Carla.
Oh man, Dom, I almost put this one. I almost took this one. This is Dom. If you know Staven Sports, he's got this one as his. It's an art. I think it's an art piece on his little icon there. I almost went with that one, but the hands kind of scared me. The hands scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
In here.
Faces and hands, they just scare me, man.
Father Son's Vintage Cards, Peter B. Don't Talk to Robot. Said, it's got Four Leaf and Dawn. Root Beer GMT Collector. You got Dean Gearhart in here.
Nice.
Rick Oddball Cards. Got John Keating, The 70s Show. Why is Don in here? Is he the nude model? I am, from the waist down, John. I'm wearing a Reindeer studio shirt, and that's all. Got Mark Hoyle in here. Man, a lot of people. Ancient Redwoods. A lot of people I'm not familiar with. That's kind of cool. Finding new
That's
people.
cool. A lot of people I'm not familiar with.
Like this guy with the MLB, that 70s card show. I no idea who that guy is.
Right.
Don needs to draw Pepino, man. It'd be a nice stick figure, Orlando, if I was drawing. I'm Donald. Do I have the power to put these up? No.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm saying yeah, like no.
No, it doesn't. I guess only
No dice.
whoever. Nope, I can't put them up.
185.
So I'll just keep reading them.
Right.
Oh, how'd that go up? Maybe I can. Unless Mike's doing that. Yeah, I didn't do that. Thought he went to lunch.
He deserves lunch. Did you see his stream?
A good part of it, yeah. It was good.
Yeah, that was really good. He was talking
I didn't
about-
realize that Mike and Ann Cards had a bunch of display stuff up. I'm trying to do yard work. Can you describe what they're drawing? So Scott is that oil painting? I'm guessing.
It's acrylic.
Acrylic. Okay, I don't know what that means, but
It dries faster. That's all.
it dries faster. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's a portrait, sort of. How would I describe that? A paint carrying, maybe not quite a side portrait, sort of on an angle.
3/4 view.
A what view?
3/4 view.
Yeah, 3/4 view. That's a good one.
Yeah,
And
that.
I didn't see the drawing. Is that a Milwaukee or Atlanta hat you're gonna be painting on him?
What's that? Oh, here we go.
Okay, it's Milwaukee. Cool.
All done. How'd I
I'm
do?
actually. What?
And Eric, I guess those are markers. Probably some fancy markers. Art markers.
These are alcohol markers.
Okay.
And I don't know if we'll get to it today, but eventually I'll come over the top and do some details with some colored pencils.
Yeah, so it's a drawing of Hank at Bat, or a marker drawing. And Ruben, these pieces, the way you can win these are if you donate $10 to the PayPal address you see down below, gonzalezmutt@hotmail. And then once Mike receives everyone's PayPal, he's going to do a random drawing. And he's giving me one of them. I mean, someone can win one of these.
Yep. And all the money's going to Sigs for Soldiers.
Sigs for Soldiers, right. Which I've got a daughter who's a soldier, so I think that's pretty cool.
Nice. So it's cool that we get to like raise money for good things, not just I don't know. I'm talking.
It is cool. And it's pretty cool that I get this front row seat here watching these artists at work. So I'm fortunate that sometimes Scott gives me a preview of some of the work he does before it's finished. And tell him how much you enjoyed painting the corn on that last
Oh, I love the corn. It was my favorite thing
I
ever.
love corn. It's juicy.
And that was sarcasm,
Yes.
but it was all worth it.
My wife saw that. She was like, that's amazing. I made her watch the video where you popped up all the drawings and pieces you did.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, he's so good. I'm like, no, he's really not. I mean, he's not like that. We don't even know if it's really in pain. I've still never seen your face while doing this. I still think that, we all know your wife's an art teacher. Yeah, but she's next to you.
Well,
That she's doing the work.
you're here.
I've
because
seen
she's not-
Eric at the National actually drawing, so I know he's doing it.
Okay,
I've got my suspicions about you.
that's fair.
Well, you can tell just by looking at the quality of my work that I do it.
Signs of the pastime, says Scott. This is a happy little chat.
It is. So that is the downfall of doing this live. Is it's really hard for me to chat because I'm focused.
Because you're so talkative.
Yeah. So it's harder than normal.
True.
I'm less focused.
Orlando said I showed the corn video to my whole family.
Nice.
Signatures for soldiers, not cigs like cigarettes for soldiers, for the lawn work folk.
That is correct. Yeah, we're not sending them tobacco. Definitely not.
Yeah.
I hear they like that though.
Huh?
I hear some of them like that though.
They might. Scott is a silent professional. Looks like Scott's cat is apparently not impressed with his talent.
Never is.
That's from Dom. Can't remember my darn email or PayPal password to get in here. He needs to take Venmo or Zelle faster. Jeez. Christopher, Missouri wants to know, Scott, if you'll draw your home run shot from your last video.
Sure. I'm embarrassing myself for you guys.
Wow, you've been giving me some great material for future videos lately. I appreciate it.
No problem.
So if anyone just jumped on, remember, if you want one of these drawings, if you donate $10 to the PayPal account down below for Six for Soldiers, you'll be eligible to be in a drawing. But you have to do it during the show. You can't do it later. So it's for people that have taken the time to watch these two amazing guys work.
Because we appreciate you. Eric, you're kind of quiet today.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to focus here to catch up here so I don't get too far behind.
And we got Picker Jim in here now. Rage, I that moved on me. Didn't see the rest of his cards. Got Scott's Duke's Baseball Cards and Curiosities. Junk Wax Heroes in here.
Nice.
Someone wanted to know if you guys would draw, oh, it was Keating, of course, a miscut card.
Why would we not? I could do that.
I bet Eric draws with his tongue out like George dribbling, no doubt.
No,
You might drool on your picture. That would be good.
Sometimes I think it does kind of.
Ancient Redwoods wants to know, does Scott do custom pieces for cash? No, he's PayPal only.
Or Venmo.
He must not have watched some of your recent videos of all the pieces you did for.
So I do commissions, but the issue right now is my waiting list is kind of long. Which is awesome for me, but everybody's got to wait.
Well, Rayton did that last one. He's only coming out the year.
I am wide open. I got nobody that. I guess I haven't thrown that out there, but I mostly just give mine away. That way, there's like no real expectations, right? Like if you don't like it, then it was free, man. Like, come on.
If you don't like it.
It keeps the expectation level pretty low, which I like.
So I practiced this one beforehand. I did this painting yesterday. And
so there's two up for sale?
I forgot to do the ear, and I did it again.
Like a Van Gogh. I did not practice, and I barely got this one ready to go for 1 o'clock today. If we're being completely honest, we've been pretty busy actually. We got Little League's all done. Little Leaf. Some of you guys that know the channel. I got my son Little Leaf is what we call him here, and we were kicking butt and taking names in the season. We were 8-2, and we got caught in the semifinals with a pitching. You know, you can only pitch them so many innings, and we lost our two best pitchers. And Little Leaf was number 3, so he got to pitch, and did pretty good, but we lost. So we're out, and baseball is over, which makes me sad.
Scott, how could you
But-
forget that you're being a Don Mossy fan? You're all
I
about
know,
it.
right?
That is true. That's kind of uncharacteristic.
Well, we got Doug Decon's cardboard in here now.
Hey, Doug.
So Doug. Oh, this is blue.
Eddie gave $10 through whatever you call that here on YouTube.
Nice.
Something super chat.
Yes, there you go. Super chat.
Eddie, you got to give if you want to win the drawing, you got to give a PayPal to Moynihan.
Yeah, he said that.
I don't know where that super chat goes. Now we're gonna have to talk to Moynihan. What's this super chat? That's just who gets that? Who's that for?
That'll be part of y'all's appearance fee. Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So everybody can donate to Super Chat now. We're gonna get that for appearance fee.
Big Scott 35. Scott's in here. What's up, Scott? He wants to know where the happy trees are.
Oh, they're behind the head here. They're there.
Yeah, he painted them first. You were late to the show.
If I had done the other picture there of Hank, I probably could have put some happy trees in the background.
That's not true, John. No cardboard. No, that's 2 words. But you're right. Maybe I do only know one syllable word.
So how's our time?
You're 19 minutes in.
I feel like I'm just not going to finish. It's a habitual thing.
So will you send a half-drawn picture, or are you going to finish it later?
We could have like a half payment, right?
Yeah.
So you like people that give half payment could enter the half drawn picture giveaway.
People who give super chats are eligible for that one.
Let's see here. Sleeves are good. I like drawing.
John, where did you get those awesome display cases? So I don't know if he's being sarcastic or asking a real question, but I made those. Got a few more on the side here. So if you go back and watch some of my videos, there are some videos showing me making those.
I see how Don turned it into a video about himself now.
Yes.
I warned you about that.
It's all about Donnie Livestream.
Tony live stream on a live stream. It's just
Guys should have known better.
yeah.
Questions are getting long.
You got we got clean cheap shots on here. Keating just said, I feel Eric is way too buzzed from his alcohol pens to finish. That's pretty funny.
I'm not gonna lie. We did go to we've got a single A team. I think they're single A. Oh no, they're in their independent league, so I don't know what they classify as. They used to be single A.
Oh, we got Paul on here now. Sorry, didn't mean to.
I did have some drinks last night, so that's a thing. That is a thing.
I've got everyone that's on here. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. Yes, Theo, I did pay someone to ask that question. Thank you.
I need to get the jersey a little darker, I think.
I offered them a Hank Aaron drawing to say that.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Scott, you seem to paint much faster when I watch your other videos than you are now.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm trying to be careful.
Okay. Eric, you don't give yourself enough credit about how good you are for someone who's not trained. I mean, we're all not, but the rest of us down here.
I guess when you put that into context like that, I probably am okay for somebody that has just like a basic, like high school, or public school art classes is all I did. So
I wasn't going to answer this question because you guys said I was going to steal the show, but since you put it up there, I don't have UV, but this room is pitch black 95% of the day.
that's a good question too, because I'm looking at potentially building myself as well an area, and I'm going to keep the windows pretty limited, and then they'll be covered.
Are you like putting an addition on your house, Berto?
Yeah, we're talking about building a garage, and
That's cool.
and then above it would be basically I think it looks like a 14 by 40 room up
Wow.
top, but that takes money. Probably should get rid of some cards. I don't want to get rid of any cards, so it's a problem.
Yeah, we all seem to have that issue.
And who wants to buy all my dime box cards? Maybe I should. You know what? I've been thinking about having a virtual dime box thing. You know, where I can like sell some people some cards, but I don't know. I got good dime boxes where I'm from. I'm lucky.
So what happens if I buy one card for a dime? Then I got to pay $5 shipping.
Yeah, I think it'd be a volume proposition, right? You gotta really make a commitment to buy a bunch. But I have a bunch.
You have any good vintage in those dime boxes?
No.
No.
That's the problem too.
So I didn't show you guys off camera, but these guys fooled me because I brought my art. I thought I was going to paint, and I was wrong.
You should paint, Don.
I don't
Get it
know.
out. What are you gonna paint? You got skills?
I can paint the wall. It's my daughter. My daughter's the artist. This is actually a dried out paintbrush. I don't know why it's not in the garbage. You guys are at 24 minutes and 18 seconds.
24 minutes.
Mike Moynihan wants to know if you guys are going to the National. That means you do.
Are we going international?
Yes.
Are we going to the National? Yes, we are. We put that in. We got our room ready to go. I was even like ahead of schedule this year.
Are you guys road tripping together again this year?
Yes, sir.
All right. I kind of got away from you last year, Eric.
Well, the logistics on going to Atlantic City are just different because I'm
Yeah.
coming from the north and
Yeah.
Scott's coming from the west. But the logistics going to Cleveland and Chicago are pretty set up for me to just work my way west and then grab Scott and go, or Scott grab me and go.
Well, aren't we
That's a
all
lot of
staying at
grabbing.
Scott's house?
Yeah, we're all staying at my house
That's what I thought.
for Cleveland. Just got to run that by Mrs. Reindeer real quick.
Not gonna happen.
I keep forgetting to do that.
I'll do it for you. I have your phone number. Call her.
She likes you.
Jim wants to know if you'll pick him up, Eric.
Who?
Picker Jim. S.
What's
The
the
other
other
one
way
has
though?
odds.
Yeah. He'd have to come out this way and then go from there because he's east of me. But yeah, we can carpool.
Mike.
Actually, we were talking about carpool. I don't even know. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about. But we didn't find anybody to carpool with, Scott?
The person we were talking about is kind of up in the air still. I haven't asked him
Okay.
about it lately. I don't
know how
want to
much
call him
room-
out.
Yeah, no. I don't know how much room we have, but
You
Jim,
have-
if you're
Throw 'em in the-
driving out, give us a holler. We'll keep you on the list. It's fun.
Mike,
like
baseball
driving together.
collector has just put himself on the list, the guest list for your house.
All right.
This little Indian guy here that I'm out to draw. That one's gonna be a lot of colors.
Saul says he doesn't paint or draw. He's just going to do what Scott's cat is doing in the background.
Good thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do a little bit of that later. We got rain over here. I was gonna go out
Yeah,
and play a
same
little
here.
baseball with Little League, but we got rain.
I was supposed to
It's
go
good.
later,
I'm not-
and I was worried about my internet connection for you guys where I was going, but it's raining there and it's not a lot of fun to be there in the rain. I can sit in my own house in the rain.
I'm surprised you're not
Yeah.
still in the hot tub.
Yeah, I got out just for you. I was too sure.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. You
Yeah.
got clothes on? you wearing pants? This is
No,
always a
I
big
already
question,
told
right?
you,
You
I'm
always
a
just-
good model. I'm just
Get-
wearing a shirt.
I got the shirt on, but questionable
That's it.
on the pants.
That's right. Okay.
Oh man.
Well, Doug just said he got a formal invitation from Scott's Cat for next year, so he's in.
Nice.
Man, the cat's giving out invitations now? Jeepers.
Yeah, the cat's more popular than Scott, apparently.
That's why she's
pretty-
there.
Hey guys,
Pretty
we're about
friendly cat.
halfway done. We are at so far. Just so you know, we have $280 raised for signature
Holy
Nice.
That's great.
smokes.
already.
You guys are awesome.
So we're at 28 entries right now for the pictures. So keep sending that money, and you get a chance to win this art picks. See you.
This is so awesome. I just love this.
Cool.
I mean, what a great hobby we have. I mean, the people, and I always say it, you know, if you guys don't watch my stuff, I always say collect to connect, but it's just crazy. The people that are in the hobby, and it truly is the best part. The people is the best part. I mean, the cards, you know, are cool. And, you know, we all love the history part of it and just looking at it and the artwork of it sometimes, you know, just cards are cool, but man, the people that are in this hobby are just absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome.
I think I'll give my buddy Scott here a little plug, a little piece of artwork that he did for me last summer. Presented
You're
it
gonna
to
show
me at
that again?
huh?
You're going to show that again,
I am going to show that again. It's the best thing I do.
huh?
And I would show Eric's, but he never gave me anything, so
You don't have any of my artwork?
I don't. But he did send me this Ralph Conner piece. So
There we go. I know I did give you. That was awesome,
You
man.
did do
That was funny. That was funny. Don, you guys don't know that story. Don and I were last year. We were sitting on the porch, and Don had picked up. You got the musial, right?
right.
And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I started looking to see what the checklist was, you know, to see if there was a Red Sox guy or somebody that I could pick up. And Don was like, I don't know, maybe I ought to try to get some of the other ones. And there's not that many for sale.
There's only
So,
4 total, and one's
yeah.
jacket, and that's very expensive.
Yeah, forget about that one. And so I went and I got on there and I saw I had that was on there and I bought it. And then I went to Don. I was like, oh, there's none of these on here. Somebody just bought one, and I didn't realize it, but it says you just bought this. And Don's like, you just bought this. I was like, oh man, you caught me. I'm sending it to your house.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Let's see. What do I want to do here?
It's true.
I'll have to make you some art, Don. I actually had something queued up for you. I haven't been arting as much, so I'm actually glad that we're doing this because it forces me to do a little art. And I actually love this. It's like when I'm doing art, it's just I don't think about work. I don't think about anything else except this, and it's kind of a happy place. And I just don't do it enough.
Is arting a word?
It is
Yes.
now.
Okay, just checking.
Is it a real word? I use it a lot. I want to do the bat, but I
Chris
don't
from
know.
Missouri wants to know: will you do the Strongsville Vintage Show next year at the Nationals in Cleveland? I'm not sure who he's asking. I know
Just out in
Scott
general.
there, so I guess he
Yeah,
knows.
Scott will be there. You know, I like that Strongville show going there. I'm glad I went. I was only able to be there on Friday for a hot minute because I was
Yeah, I
working
missed
and
you,
I had to
bud.
get back. I know. But it was a great show because it was, you know, when you go to a regular show and I collect everything. I collect modern and vintage and everything in between and pre-war and all that stuff. But that show is really awesome because you don't have to sift through. I almost wish like they had a thing like at these big shows where it's like modern's over here, vintage is over here. So if I want to look at modern, I go that way. If I want to look at, you know, junk wax and 90s, I go over here, and vintage over here. And I know you can't do that because a lot of, you know, the guys that sell have a little bit of everything. But that show was just so nice because you knew exactly what you were getting. You know, you didn't have to sift through a bunch of modern.
Goody G said, Scott, I can't believe it's been over 3 years since you drew my grandfather.
Yeah, that was my first live stream. Goody's grandfather played for the Cardinals, I believe. So I drew him. And I didn't tell Goody. It was just kind of a surprise.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Goody's been my best friend ever since.
Maybe Goody will put it in the chat who his grandfather is.
There's not really the yellow I wanted for the bat. I'm gonna have to. The nice things about these alcohol markers, you can put it in, and then there's a thing here. Where did it go? But you can take it out. It's like a blank. It's just like nothing color. And sometimes if you do that, it'll get the color that you want. Which I think is what I'm gonna have to do on this bat. Because it's such a blonde.
That's sort of like a hard cardboard type of material there. It's not just paper, right?
I'm using right now. I've been playing around with paper because I talked to Ken Carl. If anybody knows Ken Carl, he does phenomenal work, and he's mostly a marker and pencil guy, like I am. And he's like, man, you got to get something else. I don't know, Bristol board or whatever. But right now, I'm using watercolor paper. It seems to take the alcohol. It flows pretty well. So I started out on that because I still do a little bit of watercolor. So I had that, and so I tried it, and it seems to take the alcohol marker okay. I did buy some of that Bristol board, and he says you got to do it. So he's probably right, but I didn't love it as much. I don't know. I just keep coming back to this watercolor paper. I don't know if that's just a habit thing that I can't break.
So Goody G said, and I'm sorry, Goody G, I don't know your real name. Says my grandfather's name is Howard Christ. So I'll look him up. And Scott, or Chris from Missouri says, Scott, my grandfather is Johnny Bench.
That's amazing.
It is. Who knew?
It's unbelievable.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
You're at yellow. 34 minutes.
34 minutes.
He's like 5 minutes before to do the drawing, or is he giving you the full hour?
I think I don't know when Mike's going to do that drawing after the live stream or some other
later on. I don't know.
I'll do it at the end of this stream, like at 45 after. I'll do the drawing. I'll come back on and do it.
All
right. So if you're gonna get in on it, you better get in on it.
Yeah, remember it has to be done during the show. It can't be done watching this later if anyone jumps on later. So it expires at the end, and Mike's PayPal is right here on the bottom going through. So if you donate $10 or more, you get a chance at one of these great drawings or paintings here. Father Son's Vintage Cards wants to know, Scott, what your favorite Don Mossy card is.
Is that the 58?
Yeah, the 58 is pretty sweet.
What's the one he's on the A's? Is that 67, I think? That one's good too.
I'm not sure. I got to get my Mossy cards out. I'm not sure I have a full run yet. I got to work on that. Mossy is actually the player that first connected Scott and I, in my mind at least.
Yeah, you guys like big ears.
I'm a funny card guy, so if you guys know me, you watch some of my stuff. I got my funny card collection, and which I like to think.
I was thinking of you guys the other night because I was watching the NBA draft, and I forget what the commissioner's name is. Have you seen him?
No,
yeah, all the ears I've ever seen.
Yeah, I didn't know who he is.
You'll have to Google him. I watched the first round. I had not heard of one single player. I was like, I guess I don't really follow this anymore.
There's a French guy that went, and then there was a set of twins there, Don.
Yeah.
Those guys they started at like 9 years old or whatever, and decided that they were going to be, basketball players, and they worked the plan. And
where did they go to school?
I can't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know. You got Rick from Rocket J Sports Cars that joined in.
And I'm gonna have to start doing. It's gonna have to start getting serious here with the skin if the time doesn't expire. Let's see, 11.
We're at 37 minutes.
3 is too dark.
Them's at 2. Did he say quarter after? I think a little longer than an hour.
Yeah, Scott, Yours is looking really good, Scott.
Thanks, you. It's getting there, I think.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I'll keep working on it.
This ain't gonna work. 10. I got 2 sets here.
I can't see the reader, so I don't know how many people are in the chat, but I'm guessing a good bit.
I know,
I'm talking.
like, this isn't. the
I have a
normal-
question for the artists.
Yeah.
How do you guys decide what order to do the different parts of the picture? And then I'll let you answer.
All right. You want to take that, Eric? Or you want me to go first on that?
I mean, I can give an answer, and I think it's hands and faces for last for me, except when Scott's really giving me a ration of crap to say, hey, you know, you got to do the hands and faces first, and then if it's bad, you throw it away. But I don't ever throw away any of my art, so it's just I make it kind of work. You know, I'll just keep playing with it. So I tend to leave hands and faces to the end because it's something that for me takes a lot more time, and I like to see something happening. So I oftentimes will start with like a helmet or a sleeve to get color on the paper. And for me, there's probably no like rhyme or reason. It's just like, you know, like I want to see something happening, or I will start with the gray. I don't even know what I started with today. I think I started with gray or whites, you know, and I'll get the uniform kind of like outlined and done, and then I'll start putting color in. But it's not a top down or a left right for me. When I'm using markers, I kind of have to start with light. You kind of layer it. So you start, like you'll see, maybe it was with the helmet. So I started with like a light blue, and then it came in with a medium blue, and then a dark blue, and then a darker blue. And then with the markers, even when you do like one color, like one pass of one color is kind of one color, and then you can lay down a little more ink over it, and it'll get darker. So what you're trying to do is when you create these like shadings is you start, for me with the markers, you're starting light and then you're adding darkness to it, generally speaking. So like even here, like I got the face, I got some like some of the lighter highlights, and then I'll come in with the darker shades of brown to get kind of everything mishmashed together. Or you come in like the bat, what I did, I couldn't get the right color for the bat. So I came in with a color that I didn't like, and I took that blender, that 0, which is like basically straight alcohol, and it takes color away. So that way, and I might do that a little bit on the helmet. Like here, if I want some more highlights, I'll come in and put some light on. But generally speaking, I start with something that's not hands and face, and something that can really get some color on the page just to make me kind of feel good. So that's my answer. What do you got, Scott?
You're gonna let me talk now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Are we out of time?
So for this, I'm not looking at a face, I'm looking at shapes. So I'm starting with dark and kind of putting all the darks down first. And that gives me sort of the outline of everything. And then I can put the color on top and kind of work the opposite, work to light. And when I'm working with marker, like Forley says, I do try to do the face first because that's the toughest part. And then if I don't like it, I can toss it. Not that I ever make mistakes.
But on the markers, you're working light to dark?
Usually. Well, no. I kind of do the same thing. I tend to work dark to light. I put in the dark shapes and then I work on top of that.
It's interesting. And you're wiping it away with lighter colors?
Diamond Yard Sports Cards and Sticks and Seams are in here.
What's up, fellas?
I didn't miss anyone.
It's interesting that Scott and I have like completely different strategies. And if you're like trying to decipher like which one of those is correct, I would go with Scott, because I'm, like I said, I have no training whatsoever. I'm just winging it.
So it is cool that we got to do this again, because it's fun to do the Hobby Palooza and kind of get a little bit of audience sometimes that we don't normally get. we may not be the biggest draw, but I appreciate being on here.
How did you guys decide who the subject was going to be?
Just some text. We're like, we want to do something this year. We wanted to go back to vintage because it's more fun.
Didn't you do Robinson last year?
We did Robinson last year. We did Tatis the first year, and that didn't age well.
No, it did not. BR2. I think we started. I wanted to do Hank. I've been wanting to do this. The one that Dom has. I just love that picture on Staven Sports. His picture. This one. Now his is colored. I think somebody took that picture and colored it out and made an artwork out of it. I just love that picture. I love pictures that show like their number or the name on their jersey. I just like this, that, kind of from behind look with the, the numbers. Because then, you don't even have to look at it. You know who that is.
Right. Willie McCullough.
So I tend to pick subjects like that. Like this one, this reference picture has the 44 on the front of the jersey. And we were like, well, let's do, I think Scott threw out like Willie. And then I said Hank. So it was like Hank, Willie. And then I was like, Waylon. Hank, Willie, and Waylon. For you country music folks, you know that reference. And I was like, man, we got to get a Waylon. And I looked at there's like nobody that's played baseball ever named Waylon. So we were stretching, and then I think Scott just said, we'll both do Hank. And so that's kind of what we went with. But I've really been wanting to do Hank. And then of course I chickened out. And the reason I chickened out on that picture, just so you guys know, is, man, look at the hand wrapped around the bat. And it's not a great picture blown up, so the detail's not there. So I'd really have to work at it. And I was like, you know what? Not for this show. Not for this show.
You guys have insulted Saul ripping on Tatis.
Sorry, Saul.
What I mean, the guy. Sorry, yeah, but Tatis is fine. But like, man, why is he hitting the juice? What the heck was he using? I don't even know what he was using. But like,
Krendler, who's another great baseball artist.
What was that about?
He's Dom said that painting that he has on his.
Is it okay. Yeah, he's good.
Krendler, if I'm pronouncing.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he is good.
He set up. He set up. There was a couple guys set up. I know Ken Carl was at the National last year, and I don't know if that guy was.
I don't think Craig was.
No.
I would like to meet him.
He set up his hometown boy.
What's that?
You need to be set up in Cleveland. You're the hometown artist.
My wife keeps telling me that, and I'm like, I want to socialize with you guys. I don't want to be stuck in a booth all day.
I could see that. Plus, this is your living. That'd be like working, I would think.
Right.
Only a couple more minutes, guys, to get your donations in. If you want a chance to win these art pictures, the email is down below for PayPal. There's also, I put it in the chat. So just a couple more minutes, and then we'll do the drawing.
And I think we'll both keep kind of working on these and tighten them up a little bit.
Oh yeah, mine's gonna need a lot of work.
Scott, how far away are you from finishing that?
Honestly, I'll probably spend another hour on it or two.
It's amazing how much to me, it looks almost finished, at least from this distance. And then you did.
It's not bad. It's
unreal.
Yeah, I'll probably spend another hour on mine too.
It's always weird when Don's nice to me.
I know. I have to. It's your show.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin Hobby Palooza. It's very hard, trust me.
I believe it.
Oh, John just said there's plenty of Waylands on Baseball Reference, so you screwed up there.
No, there was some minor league guys.
Some
minor league guys.
He can talk about it on his show, which is coming up next. I'm not sure who he's going on with, but I know.
I am looking forward to that one.
His show. Who's on with him? Do you guys know? John, if you want to put in the comments, maybe. Or not. I
He's getting ready for his show. He can't.
know.
He's having Kuderlev and Mark Hoyle, two great collectors, on with him as well. So
Okay.
it's
So
an
Mark was on with
all-day.
Jim yesterday.
It's 2 days of just seeing everybody you love on YouTube, right?
It is.
It's awesome.
Someone wrote he's in the powder room. And then Zach and Porter said, John looked up basketball reference. Delete your account. Hank all day. It's not bad. Plenty of Whalens. Amazing stuff, guys. Drawing butts. The hardest anyways. That was from Doug.
John Butts.
I don't know. Yes. I don't know.
I like butts.
Oh, yeah. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
How's yours coming out, 4-leaf?
You know,
You happy
we're-
yet?
no, we're in the face zone, which is not a happy spot for me. So I'm just laying down.
Other drawings or not?
If I look,
Oh,
there you go. Okay,
All right, we are ready to do the drawing.
sweet.
I'm going to share in the Wheel of Names random picker, which we all love. We ended up raising, guys, $390 for
That is
Oh
awesome.
my gosh.
soldiers.
Oh my gosh. That's so awesome.
So I'm going to shuffle. And Eric, I've got you in here. We're going to do, because you don't need to win your own painting. So I'm going to
No.
keep you in. We'll do Scott's first. Scott, how many times do you want me to randomize the names?
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. This is to win Scott's painting. And the winner is me.
oh it's rigged.
So
What?
rigged.
Oh, come on.
It's so rigged.
We need a recount.
I'm going to remove myself completely from the next one. And I'm going to remove Eric from the next one.
So that just means I don't have to finish it, right?
No, I love it. Dude, I have multiple pieces of art on my wall right behind me. Are you kidding? Yeah, totally rigged. That's so bad that I actually won. All right. How many times do you want me to sort yours, Eric?
I think 4 is a good number too.
Shuffle it 4 times. All right. 1,
Yep.
2, 3,
44 going.
4. All right, here we go. Thank you, everybody, for donating.
That was awesome.
Definitely.
And Brendan Amelia won that one.
So we're getting
So-
closer. So
You guys can get in touch, and I guess they can. How can they get a hold of you guys?
4leafcollecting@gmail.com.
And Scott at reindeerstudios.com. You can spell it SKAGHT or SCOTT. It doesn't matter.
Well, I think I know how to get a hold of you, Scott.
Yeah, you can get a hold of me.
To get my painting. Hey guys, thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, man, and thanks everybody for all those donations and hanging out and watching. It's just awesome. So
It's
thanks for being a part of the hobby.
Yeah, it's really great. And having you guys on this is my favorite. I love just watching you guys because I have no artistic talent like Don. I could draw stick figures, and so watching you guys is just fascinating. So
Appreciate
all right,
that.
I've got about
There's
1
a
minute
recap.
left.
We got left.
the painting was so.
Well, one had paint on his feet. It's all over the carpet now.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Just more good footage from Scott for me. I think you two need to do this like once a quarter.
You think
Make
so?
it, of course.
I need a more
I'm
permanent
not-
setup for this.
I'm not. Well, yeah, I probably could use one too. But I'm not opposed to it. I need to force myself to do more drawing. So
I'll continue to commentate for you guys.
All right.
make it a thing.
Yeah, those are both excellent jobs, guys. Well done.
Thank you. So everybody make sure to go see that 70s card show next because John's awesome
John Keating from his basement,
from his basement.
Mr. Radio Voice himself.
He does have a great voice
He does.
and he's got a quick wit. Just a great guy.
Are you two on any other shows later?
Nope.
Nope. No, I'm just gonna be watching.
Me too.
You feel like a superstar today, Eric?
Yeah, I actually do feel like a superstar, man.
Me too.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
How about you, Don?
I do. I'm a superstar because I'm in your presence again.